In December of 2006, this is the day after Christmas, my book is going to be published in April 2007. I sat down and said, holy crap, what am I going to do? So I wanted to look at the options I had for helping to increase the likelihood of this book succeeding. And I recognized, number one, most books fail. Number two, most publishers do little online. Number three, of the people I interviewed two groups of authors. Best-selling authors and best writing authors. So best writing authors, Pulitzer Prize winners, etc. Best-selling authors, New York Times. And there was a lot of consistency among the best-selling authors. They said the two things you want to focus on, radio, NPR preferably, and blogs. And every single one of them said that the importance of blogs was increasing, whereas the importance of radio was either maintaining at a certain point or declining. So I decided that I would learn as much as I could about blogs. So I spent about $25,000 on my book launch. A lot of what's in this presentation is being talked about here for the first time. 18,000 of that was wasted on a PR firm. There are good publicists. There is a publicist I work with right now. I'm not going to give you his name because then he won't have enough time for me. But this particular firm was not accountable. What they did was not measurable. And I was young and naive, and I know better now. It was a big waste of money, and more importantly, it was a big waste of time. The book would have been much, much bigger had I not spent those 3 months depending on people who were not giving me numbers. And you ask a couple questions, eventually someone's going to say, okay, who the hell are you? And then you go, I'm just a writer, I'm working on my first book. And then you stop. All right? This is a skill you want to develop, the ability to not pitch people, but to elicit questions. So then they go, okay, so what's it about? The guiding principle for everything that I've done to make the book successful is whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it's time to pause and reflect, because there's a lot of dogma, there are a lot of old wives' tales. Even in the short span of time that social media has existed, there are a lot of rules. You have to blog 6 times before noon, you have to be transparent, you have to allow anyone to comment on your blog. It's pretty much all nonsense.